Hello, today we're going to be talking about this spreadsheet I made. It is to simulate the talents on your Spiritmancers. If we go into the Spiritmancers and the talents over here, it can be a little hard to plan out what you want, especially since you need to plan it out 3 or 4 times. So I have made this spreadsheet. It will be linked in the video description to help with keeping track. So in order to use the spreadsheet, you go to File and Make a Copy, because the link does not have editing permissions. So in order to edit it and to fill out the sheet, you need to make your own copy. So we are going to fill out this top section here. We have Flame as our Spiritmancer, and we are going to do this to simulate the skills I have picked. Wow, this one's really easy. There. And then over here in the assist tree, we're going to do the same thing. The reason we're doing, we have to select which Spiritmancer it is because the capstones, the final talents in the trees are different depending on the Spiritmancer. There are some patterns, but there also seem to be exceptions. So we're not going to worry too much about what I'm selecting, because what you're selecting is going to be very different. But down here, it will tell you the amount of orbs you need based on what you've clicked. So you need 1800 rainbow orbs, 800 red orbs, 450 purple orbs for this character. As it explains here, when you max out the spirit, not the spirit, the fairy grass, when you max out the fairy grass and get 60 stars in it, you unlock the third talent tree. So your Spiritmancer will be able to choose all 3 trees, which is why I have not locked out the third tree. It's a long-term thing. You're not going to get it for a long time, but you can get it in game. So I have made sure you can do it in the spreadsheet. So we filled out the first sheet. So let's go over to the second Spiritmancer. My lonely bow does not have enough orbs to fully fill out the sheet. So not only does lonely bow not have enough orbs to fill out the sheet, but he also does not have the skills that I want him to have. So let's uncheck everything. I just realized that I wanted to swap how a few of my Spiritmancers are laid out. So we're going to go to reset here, and we're going to fill out. Let's fill out this. Yeah, and everybody's going to want different skills. The odds that the skills you pick are the same as the skills I pick are unlikely. It was Lonely Bow, so it is this one that I wanted. I wanted to make sure I have this talent down here. So I only have enough to fill out the one tree, so let's fill it out in game now that I have mapped out what I wanted. This way you don't have to waste gems if you figure out that you didn't get the skill that you wanted to get. There we go. That's the one I wanted. I do not have enough orbs for another tree, so we are just going to move on to the next one, which is Dust Heart. So let's go Dust Heart. Dust Heart is the one that I wanted to have attack and defense tree on. So let's reset this. So I want this one, this one, this one. Yeah. It's mostly the same as the other ones. In this tree at least. There we go. I wanted to make sure I have this one as well. So let's go over here to total to make sure. Yes, I have the 3 skills I wanted. Total is just to double check and make sure you have done everything the way you wanted it to. Database is something you just ignore. It's needed for the spreadsheet to work, but you don't need to see it. So we're going back to third Spiritmancer here. We're going to fill out this defense tree now. There's a lot that are pretty in this, but there's some that are very, very strong in the defense tree. Which one did we want here? Let's go with these 2 and there. So the third Spiritmancer and first Spiritmancer are fully filled out. So I get these 2 and these 2. The second Spiritmancer, we're going to go over to the assist tree. Let's go with weaken. Okay. Go. So, the fourth Spiritmancer, this slot doesn't unlock until you get, where is it, the Sea of Spirits? Once you get all 4 of these to 12, which means all of these and the center one need to be 3 orbs. This is a 2 orb. You advance it once with 2 extras to make it a million-year 2 orb, and then you do it again to make it a 3 orb million-year. It works exactly the same as the Martial Spirit True Forms here. With advance, you just put in extras like this and have a chance of upgrading it. 5 extras is guaranteed, 1 extra is a 20% chance. I always go for the guaranteed because it would break my heart if it failed. So it works exactly like that. So we don't need to worry about the 4th tree, but you can plan it out if you want. So then we go over to the total sheet that I was talking about earlier, and it shows you the number of times that you have picked each skill. That way you can make sure you have the important skills. I would rather have more of this than this, so we're going to go back over to the first Spiritmancer. Yes, it is uncheck this and check this. This one. And that's right. This one. That looks right. So there we're at 3-3. So I've fixed the error. I did not want this one. I wanted this one. This one I also made an error. It looks like I would rather have this. It is easy to make errors when you're trying to speed through it, which is why this total page is very useful. It lets you just keep track of how many times you've picked each skill. I really messed up this one. Ooh. That's right. That's right. Okay, back to total. It seems like I'm going to have to do a little bit of border work to make sure that these work a little better. It's a little hard to tell which box corresponds with which skill right now, so I'm going to need to fix that. So let me pause the recording, fix that, and come back. So yes, here we are. I fixed it a little bit. It's a little easier to tell what skill belongs with what box. So it's all done. Down here at the bottom, I mentioned it earlier, but it pulls the final skill from each of the sheets because each Spiritmancer has a different set of final skills. It wouldn't do you any good if I just told you which box you clicked, because some of them are just different. So I have written a database here with all of the Spiritmancers. It's only up to date until Wind of Laughter, because that's what I'm making it. Xiao Xiao comes out in a couple days, and once she releases, I will put her into the sheet. So now that that's done, we can go back to the second Spiritmancer and finish putting in his talent. Let's go back to you. You are all done. So we're putting in the talents of the third Spiritmancer. So I wanted this. As soon as I made the sheet and filled it out myself, I realized that I was missing several key skills that I wanted, and I didn't have. So I found the sheet extremely useful for planning out my stuff. I hope you find it just as useful. But that's about it for the video. If you have any suggestions, just leave them down in the comments, and I will read them and respond. The spreadsheets will be in the Discord and in the description. The Discord will be in the description. I highly encourage everyone to come to our little community Discord. It's really easy to get questions answered, and it's full of mostly more experienced players, so they can answer pretty much any question that you have. We have a lot of newer players from the newer servers, people without playing, wondering how to best prepare for it and such, and we answer what questions we can. So it's a good resource. I'm going to be posting all my spreadsheets there first. While I was making this spreadsheet, I was stealing people from the Discord to check boxes for me, see if there were any errors, and if they had any suggestions. Havoc was very annoyingly useful, because he's the one who had me make it fill out the final skills. It works great, and I hate that you made me do it. But there's several people who helped out like that, so just come on in, and that's that.